just talk? Can we just talk about before we go?
It's your girl Nisha here, back in the cut once again. Y'all read the title, so you already know we're doing the review of Love and Hip Hop New York. This one is season 10, episode 12, I believe. Y'all don't understand how happy I am that the finale is next week, honey. I am so over and done with Love and Hip Hop New York. It didn't give me a whole lot, so I could have done without it, okay? But anyway, if you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you find something that you like so that way you can subscribe with the bell so you're notified every time that I upload. All right, so we're going to jump straight into this lovely review. Okay, now we started the episode off with Fresher. Now Fresher has decided that he wants to wife Jen, the groupie slayer. He says that he's tired of playing all these games. He wants her to know that he's taking this whole situation seriously and that, you know, it's time. It's time for him to wife that thing. Now, it took him about 15 plus years in order for him to, I guess, realize that she is the one. However, I feel like once she finds out that he actually slept with Jada, which is the girl that he owes a $60K, then it was $70K, then now it's at $30K, then it back up to $40K. I mean, we don't know how much, you know, he actually owes her, okay? However, they did come up with some agreement, and Jenna Groupie Slayer is not here for that agreement because she says, you know what? You have to be concerned about this house, this new house that you just purchased, paying for these bills and stuff like that, okay? But anyway, so he's saying now, you know, I bought the house, I made up a payment plan with Jada, and, you know, I'm taking my career seriously and stuff like that. You know, here it's time for the ring. He's over here talking to Papoose. And y'all know, I guess everybody in Love and Hip Hop New York feel like they need to go to Papoose in order to get some good black love advice. I told y'all before, I felt like he didn't give really good advice to Joey and Sin. So you got to just show me one time, maybe two. If you're a little, you know, if you're good with your manipulation, maybe 2 times you'll get me. But by the 3rd time, I done smartened up on you, okay? Now, this man has not given a real good, solid advice. So I don't know why in hell people keep running to him. However, in this scene, he did tell him, you know, I don't think it's a good idea for you to just go buying rings and throwing it out at her. And given the fact that he told us last time he bought a ring, she threw it out the window, okay? Because she found some evidence of him cheating in his phone. And so, and you know, when he said, I just don't think that, you know, buying a ring is going to fix everything, I was like, boy, that's probably the one good thing you said all damn season, okay? You don't need to just go throwing a ring on somebody and that's supposed to be the way you prove to her. You shouldn't have to do that. You need to actually, by your actions, show her that you're taking the situation seriously. Otherwise, you're still going to have her out here looking crazy, okay? And again, it took 15 years. 15 freaking years for you to decide that you wanted to marry her, and you're not even being completely faithful. Okay, anyway, moving on to Jewels. You know, he's in jail still. Apparently, according to this episode, he's supposed to get out summer, so I'm going to assume that summer 20, actually it might be summer 20, okay, because maybe this was done a few months ago. So he may be getting out this year, and he wrote a letter and he wanted to read it to everybody. It was pretty sad, almost made me cry. He was talking about how he misses the family and he goes in waves, and right now this is probably the lowest point of his emotions right now, because he's really missing them, and he wants to love on them and stuff like that. And you know, I always think it's sad, you know, even when we found out that he had to go away, I was sad about that because I saw how the kids were like, they didn't think that he was going, or that he should go, and they loved him and they didn't want him to leave, and it was just a tough scene to watch. Y'all remember, I think it was last season, right? When he was sitting there on the couch or wherever with those kids, and it was just real sad. I can't remember. The girl said something cute. I can't remember it. Anyway, he wanted to bring all of his family here so that way she could read the letter of him saying how much he misses them. We also talk about music and how, you know, Jewel's brother twin and Kimbella, they're supposed to be working on this album in order to, one, help her with money, okay, and two, get his name out there since he's going to be coming home real soon. So we talked about that. Then we move over to Yandy, Olivia, and Remy, okay? Now, nothing much went on in this scene. We talked about two things. One, Rich. You know, Yandy is really close to Rich, and she feels like, I don't think he stole from you, okay? I don't think he's a thief. Let me rephrase that. She said, I don't think he's a thief. He's not a thief, okay? Basically, you're saying you didn't think he stole from Olivia. And then Olivia's saying, I don't know what you talking about, but he stole money from me, and he stole a whole lot of money from me. Now, she keeps throwing this around, and she's talking about how it's over 100K, and I'm just a little concerned that when it comes to, even with Jada in the previous scene, like, you talking about he stole, what, 60,000, 70,000, 50,000. I mean, that amount changes, right? But he stole something more than 50,000 from you. Is that not a felony? Can we go to court about this? I believe it's called, what, larceny, grand larceny? So why in the hell are you guys not suing these people? Same here. You talking about this man stole $117,000 from you, and you mean to tell me you didn't go to the courthouse in order to get some papers started, okay? Because you about ready to sign them papers like Usher. You mean tell me you didn't think to go to, what the hell? Was Usher the one that signed this? I'm ready to sign them papers. I don't know. Y'all tell me down below. Was that Usher or was that somebody else, child? I might be mixing it up. Anyway, you know, you mean to tell me you're not ready to sign them papers in order for you to get your money back legally from him? Because that's a whole lot of money. We're talking about a felony here. And at that point, hell, what's that, second degree? So come on now. Let's not do that, okay? Now, we also talked about Mendices. He's supposed to have a court date, a release date now. She's not letting the kids know. But up until this point, hell, we already know he out of jail, okay? Now, moving on to Chrissy and Jimmy. They didn't have much going on this episode. Hell, they don't have much going on in any damn episode, okay? However, in this particular scene, they're talking about that house that he purchased for his mom. Well, he renovated the house. Y'all know she had lost her house. I think, what was it? Some sort of a, I don't know whether it was some kind of a disaster, right? So she lost her house, and he, you know, went, renovated everything. He has Chrissy being the interior decorator. Y'all know she don't like Chrissy. And so here in this scene, they're just talking about how the mom liked the house, okay? Y'all remember I called her mama scones, okay? She's little and she ain't that damn sweet. Now, she was not happy when she found out that Chrissy is the one that, you know, put the work into making that house look bomb, okay? She didn't like that. I don't get it. Because if you liked the house before you found out who, you know, decorated and everything, why in the hell should that change? It shouldn't change the way you feel about the house. All right? So that's pretty much all that's going on here. Now, I don't know why this young man don't shave. I guess it's better. There y'all go. Now, why this man don't ever shave? Now, I've noticed some people in the comment sections and stuff like that, they're always saying, that boy does not take care of himself as far as, you know, the way he looks. He kind of look like a man that y'all see sitting on the street somewhere, just not taking care of himself. But then today in this episode, I really took a good look at him, and I was like, damn, Jimmy, you ain't gonna cut that, trim that, make it look a little bit better, child. Moving on, honey. So y'all remember Jenna, Groupie Slayer, and Jada, they met up, and it was supposed to be about them papers. Them papers Well, you know, she really didn't come to a good conclusion because they ended up almost about to fight, okay? So now Jen, the groupie slayer, thinks it's a really good idea for her to call this girl to the, wherever the hell they sitting at, okay? Some type of a bar. And she thought it was a really good idea for her to call call her to have a meeting. And this meeting is supposed to be about, look, I know you and my man came up with some sort of agreement. However, y'all will not be doing that. That agreement will not be fulfilled, okay? This is what we're going to do because by my calculations, I figure that you only are owed about $30,000, okay? With that said, I want to pay you, we're going to pay you as a collective $1,500 a month for an estimate of 24 months, and that should suffice, okay? And Jada's like, girl, what in the hell you talk about? First of all, it's more than 30K or whatever the hell you trying to sit there and figure it out. I don't know what the hell did you get these numbers from, Jen? Anyway, so she's like, I don't know what in the hell you talking about, but he owes me more than that, and furthermore, we already have an agreement in place, so why are we even here having this conversation? But Jen, the groupie slayer, is not really too concerned about what they previously had arranged because she's saying that she wants this new arrangement to be in effect, okay? Now, I don't understand, again, why the hell you don't just go to court? That's a whole damn felony. Why in the hell don't you just go to court, figure it all out, and we don't have to be here wasting our times, okay? Anyway, the girl Jada at one point said, you know, it really seems like you're much older than me, so you should know better. I was like, girl, she should, but she still don't. If she knew better, she'd do better, and she wouldn't be walking around here still with Fresher, who really didn't take your ass seriously. The only time he did was when he knew he was about to get caught up because he know that he slept with Jada and actually was in a relationship with her, and you was about to find that shit out. All right. So this right here was just them, you know, still talking. They ain't getting nowhere. Moving on. Now, I told y'all that Jewels has an album that Kimbella is working on. They're going to be putting this album out on his behalf so that way they can get some coinage as well as get some traction for his name because, you know, Dipset will be back very soon. So, of course, your boy Jimmy was like, I'm on that, okay? So, they ended up doing, he got in the studio. I can't remember what he said. Hell, I don't know if he remember what he said. He says that when he raps, it's off the dome. He's able to use both sides of his brain and stuff like that. Now, I'm not that talented. I can't freestyle worth a damn, okay? So, I was like, go ahead, boy, do your thing. Now, these two here, I'm about sick of them. I'm about sick of them because they don't know what in the hell they want to do. I really feel like Sin is, you know, although she made, because in this scene we found out, because y'all know Sin had been saying that he did something and he violated her trust. And so that's why she decided to move out. Now, he said for the longest that he didn't do anything. Now, all of a sudden, he can remember. He no longer has amnesia, okay? So he does know that he did something to make her feel some sort of way. However, he does want to be with her. They just don't know how they're going to figure it out. I really feel like this is a grown-ass man here with a child. And it's not working, okay? And I know some people are going to say, oh, Nisha, but it's not always about the age. It's not. Because there are some women that can be very, very mature. However, with this one right here, she's just not there. She's not there. They're literally, when you're sitting, you're watching them talk, you know, they're literally on two different pages, okay? Now, as far as whether or not she loves him or he loves her, I don't doubt it. I do think there's love there, but they both have to get on the same page, and she's just not mentally there. I can remember watching one of the seasons, I don't know, maybe it was last season, where she was upset because he wasn't like, being sexually intimate with her and all that stuff ever since the baby came, and it just wasn't how it was at first, okay? And then I think he tried to take her out, and then she got upset because she didn't want to go home. She wanted to go to a motel room, but he wanted to go back to the baby. And then she got out of the vehicle, I don't know why it took me so long to say that. But she got out of the vehicle and she commenced to walking down the street. And I'm like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, she's just very immature at times, although her complaint was valid. It's just the way she goes about it. It's just a bit childish, okay? But anyway, they still ain't figured it out. Nothing new. All right, so I told y'all he went and brought this girl a ring. And here he is right here. And, you know, he's telling her he wants to take this seriously. Blah, 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 blah. She goes ahead and she accepts. Okay, so they are officially engaged. She said that she's been waiting on this. How did she say it? It was something along the lines of, crap, how did she say it? You know, I've been waiting on this any day or something like that, okay? And I'm like, girl, it's been a whole 15 years. Like, that's a long ass time for you to be patiently waiting and dealing with all his bullshit. But anyway, they're going to get married. Now, another storyline that I feel like is bull crap, but here we are. And that's Olivia and her talking about Rich stolen from her. Okay, I think that's complete bull crap. I don't think that man stole from her. I really believe what he's saying. You know, you went, you toured the world, and you performed this song, and I did not charge you not a damn dime. I'm the one that created the song. I wrote the damn song, okay? And I allowed you to go and tour, but we're sisters. See, this is why it's always complicated when you have business and pleasure. It all mixed together, okay? Y'all keep talking about brother and sisters, and y'all have certain expectations that the brother or the sister cannot fulfill, okay? But when it's a business relationship, it hits a little different. And I believe earlier in the episode, Remy Ma told us that this is why it's very important for you to have, I believe it's called a split sheet or split something. And basically that sheet is, it tells you what the song is, what the album is, what the artist is, or who the artist is, and then it tells you the percentage that each person will get, okay, as it relates to that particular project. That's why it's very important. But stuff like that is very easy to to overlook when you're dealing with family. That's why I'm like, girl, you shouldn't have mixed business with pleasure. But I still don't believe that man stole that from her, okay? He says that, you did all that touring, and so this is my money, okay? You didn't have to pay me this is my money. She feels like, no, I got my lawyers, and they checked the accounts, and they confirmed. And not only did they confirm, okay, all of this was brought to her attention by Cisco. Now, his ass claimed to have amnesia. Well, he didn't say that, but he's acting like it. Because he's like, girl, I don't remember what you're talking about. She's like, but you were the one that brought it to me. And I felt like, yeah, you had your stuff that you was going on. I mean, that you was going through some stuff with him. But you came to me as an FYI, watch my back. And then I took that and I got with my lawyers and they told me that they found some stuff. You are the reason why all of this started, and you helped me. You really did help me. And he's like, I get that, but sis, I didn't tell you that. I did not tell you that man stole from you. And he basically tried to cover his ass. He probably did tell that girl that, and she ran with it. But I'm like, girl, he just threw your ass all the way under the bus. But anyway, y'all, that's pretty much the end of the review. They didn't get nowhere. Cisco and Olivia didn't really get anywhere. He's trying to cover his ass, basically, because he know he messed up and he did a bitch ass move. When I mean, if it's legit, then that's one thing, okay? Come up with some receipts and you genuinely concerned. But if you just over here going off at the mouth and it's not even, you're just lying because you pissed off at somebody, that hit a little bit different, okay? But I hope she wise up because, girl, that man got you out here looking crazy. Anyway, y'all, that's the end of my review of Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 10, episode 12. As always, don't forget to get into the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. That was very lackluster, but honey, we got through that thing. And I will see y'all next week. The finale. Yay. So excited because we're going to be done with this. Till next time, y'all. Bye.
I'm ready to go. This tea is super hot. I'm about to rush. I'm back, 3 feet, no pressure.